A boy had to hide in the bushes every day before school and wait for a figure to appear. He didn't dare to look directly and could only climb up a tree to silently admire the person. It turned out that the boy had a crush on his senior for a long time. Not only was the senior handsome, but he was also an outstanding student. Seeing the senior's figure, the boy couldn't help but blush, and even his heart kept beating. As a result, his love couldn't be restrained at all, and his heart grew legs to encourage the boy to walk towards the senior. But at this time, the boy was afraid of the worldly gaze, and even more afraid of being disliked by the senior. So the heart rushed forward alone and landed in the senior's palm. The boy was terrified when he saw this. He was about to take his heart away, but the next second, he accidentally held hands with the senior. The boy was so embarrassed that he just wanted to quickly escape from there. However, while chasing after his heart, the two almost kissed. Fortunately, this moment was not seen by other students passing by. At this time, the school bell rang, and the senior had to put aside his curiosity and continue walking towards the classroom. But the boy, who was hiding in the trash can, couldn't stand it anymore. Although his body was restraining itself from getting closer, every move of his heart had already betrayed him. Just as he was about to catch up with the senior, a stone on the ground bounced the boy up, and the two passed by each other without any prior agreement. The boy fell to the ground, but his heart entered the classroom ahead of him. When the boy caught up and opened the door, he saw that his heart had already pounced on the senior and was tightly attached to him. The anxious boy wanted to grab it back quickly, but the moment he caught it, the heart's other hand also grabbed the senior. The two boys looked at each other, and their strange behavior also attracted the attention of the surrounding students. In an instant, strange looks and disdainful words came at them. The boy was in despair, and his heart was almost torn in half. At this moment, the senior seemed to understand everything, but before he could speak, the boy could no longer bear the pressure. With a hard pull, he tore his heart in half and turned to leave the classroom. He hid beside the school's trash can, not daring to raise his head, feeling that he had messed everything up. At this time, the senior found the boy. He walked over silently and reached out his hand to comfort him. However, the boy had not yet emerged from the shadow of what had just happened. Just as he was about to dodge, he found that the senior was holding the broken half of his heart in his hand. They put it back together, and the originally broken heart was jumping around again. The boy's love was also accepted by the senior. They moved closer to each other, igniting the fierce fire on the tip of their hearts.